Hello and welcome to Fashion Report Friday, the weekly video series trying to get you the absolute most MGP each week from the Fashion Report minigame located inside the Gold Saucer when judging begins on a Friday. This week then, the theme is Elementary Winterwear. The clues then include To Adventure for Helm, You're So Whisper Fine for your body, legs and feet. So this is another one of those weeks where we have three items exactly the same, presumably from the Whisper Fine set. So in this video we've got a 100 score, an 80 with dies, and the easiest 80 that we could probably come up with, but you could probably guess what we're going to do. So without further ado, let's get to that 100. For the 100 score then, as you can see, we went for three of the same piece of outfit from the same set, but our helm is the Expeditioner's Cap. This particular helm is obtained from copper voyage spoils from the original diadem, or of course from your market board, although people are flipping these today, so you're going to have to shop around if you don't want to go and spend voyage spoils, because people are trying to make some money off of Fashion Report, of course. Why else? It should be very accessible, and it's equipable by all classes in the game, all genders in the game, level 1 and above. That's definitely the one I would go for. Alternatives I believe would work are the Flyer's Cap, possibly the Explorer's Bandana, and definitely the Ironworks Caps of Gathering should work. Those all sort of follow the same sort of routine and have been used for this clue in the past. For the chest then, as you can see, the Whisperfine Woolen Coat. I don't have any alternatives for these slots, so the Whisperfine Woolen Coat, the Whisperfine Woolen Shorts, and the Whisperfine Woolen Boots, as you probably already know, are crafted in this game. They're actually kind of annoying to get a hold of, and if you don't have your Weaver leveled up enough, you're going to have to purchase these from a market board. On my own server, people are relisting these items for about 300k per item, so that gives you a good idea of how madness this is going to become if you don't craft it yourself. But you've got, obviously, you know, quite a ways to actually craft these before, you know, Fashion Report's gone, so don't worry about it too much. And anyway, past the 100, there are much cheaper ways of doing this. Speaking of which, let's move on to that 80 with just dies. Alright then, this is your easy dye option. As you can see, these are all dyed the same color, so anything different is you need pearl white on your weapon, and then we've got mesa red on your head, your chest, your hands, your legs, and your feet. Now, mesa red dye, if you didn't know, is actually a vendor purchased dye. This is something you can get from Limsa Lower Decks, for example, off of the dye vendor there, or what's his name? Uncineriel or something like that, or Alaric in Old Gridania, or Nanabe in Uldar. It will actually sell you 216 gil per pot, which isn't really that bad, which means that the only difficulty here is the pearl white. So whilst the Whisper Fine for the 100 might be a problem in terms of purchasing it, you know, that sort of money, the Mesa Red really is at a fixed price and is incredibly easy. In fact, I would wager that this is just as easy as any easy 80 we could come up with. Right then, so this is what we came up for an easy 80, and well, there's really no surprise here, is there? It's not the most easy 80 in the universe, but it's definitely the one that the only one I could think of, possibly. So for the helm then, you want either the Expeditioner's Cap or the Ironworks Cap of Gathering. However, the Expeditioner's Cap, if it's not already been relisted for an insane price on your market board, you're going to have to get that with copper voyage spoils, which is from the old diadem, or you're going to have to go and craft yourself the actual Ironworks Cap, which is going to be a real pain in the butt. So really it's going to come down to A, if you don't mind spending money to get the 80 with dyes for the pearl white along with all this mesa red, or if you'd rather go with not the pearl white and just an Expeditioner's Cap, the Ironwork Cap of Gathering or Crafting should work, and then dye your chest, your hands, your legs, and your feet mesa red, which of course is that vendor purchase dye that you can get in any starting city-state from a dye vendor. So that's pretty much where it is. I mean, you're going to have to shop around, basically. If you don't craft stuff yourself, and you can't craft the ironwork stuff, or you can't craft the Whisperfine stuff for the 100, then you're going to have to see which is more expensive on your server. Either an Expeditioner's cap, an Ironworks cap of gathering, or a Pearl White dye. It's most likely that the Pearl White dye will be cheaper on some servers, but on my server, Ragnarok, things are a little bit, well, weird. So currently that isn't the case, and the Pearl White is extortionate. And the hats and stuff were relatively cheap. I say relatively, but it was still a pain in the butt. Anyway, let me know if you've got your own solutions in the comment section. But unfortunately, this week's a little bit of a sausage. But at least, you know, if you've done stuff in the game before, then you might have an Expeditioner's cap lying around. If you have, then you're going to have no problems at all. Or the Whisperfine stuff, and then you're absolutely solid. But there we go. Much love. Obviously, thank you so much to the Reddit thread that actually summarized all this information. But thank you to all of the people worldwide who actually take part in the Fashion Report in terms of theory crafting, and especially with the dye options as well. The Japanese in particular are very, very quick with solutions, way quicker than anyone else in the West. That's just how it is. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you all next time.